So we're here with Dr. Ron Rainey. Ron, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about how you're involved with the summit this weekend.
Yep, Ron Rainey. I'm a professor with the University of Arkansas, also the director of the Southern Risk Management Education Center. Humbled to have the opportunity to be one of the co-chairs for this summit through a partnership with Agricultural Marketing Service, that we have held the first of its kind ever summit that focuses on direct marketing. So this is the National Agricultural Direct Marketing Summit. We have some conveners here at the Food Distribution Research Society, which are university researchers and extension folks. We have the National Value Added Agricultural Conference, which is extension, some other practitioners and technical assistance providers like ag departments, Farm Bureau, Farm Credit, other agencies that are agricultural stakeholders. We have Farmers Market Coalition, and we have Agricultural Marketing Service. So just excited to be a part of this effort and work with some of the national leaders in direct marketing.
So obviously direct marketing is a big project for you guys. How are direct marketing and risk management connected?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So with the risk management program, we have risk management defined broadly across 5 areas: production, marketing, financial, legal, and human. And what's interesting about marketing is it actually touches on all 5 of those areas. Mm-hmm. So the type of variety, the way that you produce or the window where you plant, mm-hmm. all is aspects of marketing. Then there's all of the marketing aspects from the different strategies and tactics and building your brand, building your following, building relationships. That whole piece, whether it's on the relationship side or being more tactical and strategic, and how you are trying to position your business and your products in the marketplace. So that's where direct marketing comes in, because it runs the whole gamut. And as you know, with farmers markets and a lot of the direct marketing outlets, whether that's a community supported agriculture or whether that's a farm stand, a lot of that is multifaceted because it's part of the community. It's a lot of social implications and social aspects to being successful with those type of ventures.
What's one thing you wish more farmers were doing to give themselves a good position for risk management?
One of the things that I wish more farmers would be aware of is the importance of building that relationship. Mm-hmm. Knowing that, or whether they know it or not, to me, consumers are at an unprecedented level seeking information of where their food comes from, how it was grown, who grew it, how far away from my state or my local area is it. All of those are marketing opportunities for a farmer to say, look, I'm a 3rd generation farmer, or I'm a beginning 1st generation farmer. This is what my dreams are. Make that connection with those consumers, because it's going to resonate to make the consumers want to be a repeat customer. But it's also going to allow that farmer, that marketer, to build a relationship that they can have a premium experience with those consumers. Mm-hmm. So they're not just competing on price. They have repeat customers, but then they're actually educating those consumers. So that relationship piece is an education opportunity, because oftentimes in agriculture, I feel that there are a number of groups, individuals that are talking about agriculture, speaking on its behalf, and it may be, I'm not going to say that they're biased, but sometimes it just come from that experiential space. Mm-hmm. So when you have a farmer that owns his land, that wants to pass that on to his children, he's going to be a good environmental steward of that land. He's not going to take some shortcuts that's going to jeopardize the future of that productive value of that land. And those are things that when farmers really have those conversations, I think that consumers, it builds that bridge, and it also, it takes out a lot of what I would call the noise in mm-hmm. agricultural markets. There's a lot of noise because there's a lot of information, there's a lot of misinformation. And I think farmers are some of the best advocates to communicate that more transparently. And that is pure and simple marketing to me.
Yeah, and we actually, for those that are just tuning in, we saw a great presentation by Dr. Yang when she won her award on exactly the importance of those connections.
Perfect.
So speaking of the conference, what are some highlights of moments from this year's summit?
Yeah, so for me, I'm speaking to you on the opening day. We're halfway through. We're just starting our breakout sessions. I was really excited to hear the administration, undersecretary, come in and kick off the conference to give the administrator's perspective on what the Secretary of Agriculture is, what they're trying to do in this space, how important direct marketing is, and the link that it has for both urban and rural communities, the link that it has for entrepreneurship and economic and community development. So that was really exciting to me. And the big buzz to me is just the energy level. Mm-hmm. For those that are not here, there's just a fantastic energy level. You see the passion of market managers. You see the passion of educators. You see the passion of some of the NGOs, the nonprofits that work in this space that are like, wait a minute, I've got 100 new ideas that I'm trying to think through. I've got some new connections through the networking opportunities that are available here, and some of the resources that I've learned that are available that I'm going to try to connect and use in my direct marketing when I get back. So those are the two things, just to kick off, get an administrative perspective, and to hear some nice Q&A from the participants, just to help share some of their concerns where the rubber meets the road. Yep. And to hear that they understand in many ways, or at least they hear some of those concerns. Mm-hmm. So to me, that's progress, because at least we're having the conversations. And so this has been a fantastic conversation. Hearing, we got some social media efforts going, and we're hearing a lot of information from people that aren't here, that are following on Twitter, mm-hmm. that are looking at some of the Facebook postings. They're looking at some of the comments that are being posted, or just having some people calling saying, telling their friends back home, you really should have come to this conference. One of the comments I got was, I looked at the agenda and I said, this is a really good meeting. I should come to it. It's important for me not to miss it. I thought it would be pretty good. He said, it's not pretty good. It's awesome. Exceeded my expectations. So
that's great to hear.
So
as far as the going back to the direct marketing thing, this is, I would say, been a very forward-looking group of people this week. What do you think? What do you think is the next big thing for folks in extension, academia, and agriculture to tackle?
No, it's interesting that you bring that up, and you didn't plant that because I hadn't had a conversation with you. But that's the exact conversation that we're having: is how do we use the energy, the enthusiasm, the positivity of all the networks, and people understanding the technical assistance that's available from USDA, mm-hmm. technical assistance that's available from the land grant systems, from the nonprofit community. How do we use this as an opportunity to plant seeds? That this isn't just a show and we check the box and say, we had a great meeting. We're looking at doing something in Chicago in 2019, early October. Be on the lookout for those dates. But what we're trying to do is plant some seeds that we'll look back on this summit, mm-hmm. and say this launched a whole new initiative that not only enhanced the level of technical assistance for direct marketers, those farmers, those communities, those stakeholders that are working in this space, but it also enhanced the understanding and the need of what's there. How can we move the needle on this to not just serve the farmers market or direct marketers, but to serve all of ag? Because we have some issues that even are happening in our commodity markets, where they're going from this commodity focus to a differentiated product focus. So instead of growing just rice, you're growing a specific variety or an aromatic rice. Instead of growing soybeans, you're growing a specific either oil content or hilum color. Just a real specific niche that you get in a premium market. So it's not a commodity. It's not just long grain or medium grain. Mm-hmm. It's aromatic rice. And then you have the other brands like non-GMO or organic, that again is an opportunity to connect with consumers and do some of that value-added processing and build those relationships.
Alrighty, that's all I've got. Did I miss anything? Anything else you want to say? No.
I just, as the director of the Southern Risk Management Education Center, I'm just excited to be the co-chair of this event, humbled actually, but to have the Risk Management Center, the Southern Center, be at the center of helping to pull this program together. We're here in Virginia, but we have people from 44 states here, a couple of people from Canada, and that was with a few cancellations from the storm. So risk management, the Southern Center, we seek to empower producers to manage risk. And so hopefully we're going to build some relationships. We're going to identify some new resources to actually help build a brand of the technical assistance that the risk management program, because there's a national program, Extension Risk Management Education, they can tap into some of the other centers to do marketing risk management and just risk management in general to help our farmers, those entrepreneurs that are seeking to provide for their families and to thrive these rural communities.
Awesome. Ron, thank you for your time. We appreciate you talking with us today.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm excited to be here and look forward over the next day.
All right.
Thanks.